Hey guys, and welcome to my middle grade book tag. So I'm sitting down here simply because this is where all my middle grade is, and seeing as I'm doing the middle grade book tag, I thought it was probably best to just sit here where all of it is. So let's get on with the tag. Question number 1 is the last middle grade book you read, and that was The Edge Chronicles #1, which is The Curse of the Gloamgloser, which is the first book in the Quint saga, which is, like I've said before, very confusing to say, but it is a very good read, I have to admit. It's a little bit lacking in world building for me, but seeing as this is a trilogy that then extends into a huge great big series, I'm not particularly bothered by that, because quite frankly I feel like the world building is going to evolve throughout the rest of the story, and I just really enjoyed it. Essentially, I wouldn't say it is as good as Muddle Earth, but I'm just biased towards Muddle Earth. Speaking of Muddle Earth, the second question is a book you were read as a child, and that is Muddle Earth. I specifically remember being read Muddle Earth. We never finished it, ironically, and I had to finish it on my own as an adult 2 years ago, but I really enjoyed this one. It's really funny. It's got some really good illustrations throughout it as well. I don't know if you can see that properly, but there's some really good illustrations throughout this, and I just generally really enjoyed myself reading this one, and I recommend it to everybody. Question number 3 is your favourite middle grade book as a child, and that has to be Skullduggery Pleasant. Is anybody really shocked at that anymore? Because it's Skullduggery Pleasant. It's a magical skeleton detective who takes on an apprentice who is a child called Valkyrie Kane, and they work to save the world against various different apocalyptic wizards and demons and stuff like this, and it's really good fun. It's filled with pop culture references, and I had a really good time reading this. Also, I have the Sprayed Edges edition of this book, and also another reason why this one's so special is the fact that Derek Landy signed it when I met him at Yauk last year, so it just really cements this as my favourite middle grade ever, like as a child and really as an adult. The next question is, what is your favourite middle grade book as an adult? And I have to say The Kriegers for that. I am completely biased here because obviously I love Tom Fletcher more than life itself. I absolutely adore that man, and obviously his band and his writing and everything, but this one is right up my alley because quite frankly it's slightly creepy and slightly spooky, and I love the creativity of it. And in the musical edition, it meant that I got to hear more of Tom's songs and him singing when McFly were on hiatus, so it just makes me really happy to read this one. Next question is, who is your favourite middle grade author? I have to say Derek Landy because A, he's an absolutely lovely human being. When I met him at Yauk, it was absolutely brilliant. Also, his use of pop culture references is absolutely beautiful the whole way out, because he really speaks to my heart in pop culture references, because he's always referencing Marvel and The Princess Bride, which is obviously two of my favourite things on the planet. I absolutely love those two things, so having that turn up in one of my favourite book series is awesome. And just generally, I love his writing, I love his humour, I love everything about all the Skullduggery Pleasant series, so he's definitely my favourite middle grade author. Next question is, what middle grade do you think should be read in schools? And while I'm not usually one for forced reading in schools, because for me personally that really put me off reading for several years, I have to say The Christmasaurus, again by Tom Fletcher, because I am biased as hell here, but I really do think this is a good one to read in schools, because quite frankly the main character is a wheelchair user, and you just don't see that much in books, and I feel like it'd be really good to have more representation in books for children to read at school. The next question is your favourite middle grade cover, and that has to be Spiderwick. My camera now is running out of battery, so I'll carry on very quickly, but basically it's very shiny. It looks like it came right out of the world, and I just generally love it. And then next is your favourite middle grade book to screen adaptation, and I'm going to say The Christmasaurus when it comes out, because I haven't had that much luck with middle grade books. I love being adapted, so I'm going to say The Christmasaurus when it comes out, because I trust the director, because he did The Greatest Showman. And that is the end of the tag, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below with your favourite middle grades and your favourite adaptations, so maybe I have some more luck with them. I'll also leave a link down below to all my social media and the original tag down below if you want to check them out. And if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time guys, bye!